and I'm the newest assistant manager in our franchise. And someone once at podcast told me the best thing you can do is find the person who encourages you and you aspire to be and just latch onto them. Never let them go. And I definitely have those people, but I'm wondering who is yours? You're so confident and so sure of yourself, but when you were just starting, who
My
was
mom.
your person? Your mom?
My mom.
What did she do for you? Everything?
When I was 9 years old and opened the door for an elderly woman at a McDonald's, she reacted as if I won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Good mom.
What my mom did was super smart. She overreacted on everything that I was doing. That was a good human trait. And she held me accountable for things that didn't matter, like grades. She didn't let me complete, I got punished 4 times a year, every year, from the time I was in 3rd grade until my senior year of high school. Literally. I would get my report card, I would take it out of the mail and flush it down the toilet. This is true. Which would buy me a week. Then my sister finally broke down and would tell on me. I'd be punished for 2 weeks, no TV, no Nintendo, and then we'd reset. My mom built huge self-esteem in me, and I feel like the biggest reason I am who I am today to everybody is because I feel so guilty and so grateful for what she did for me that I want to do it for everybody else, which is, guess what? You suck at a ton of shit. Good. So does everybody else. You're also probably pretty fucking rad at something. Try as many things as possible until you figure out what you're rad at and you like, and go fucking do that for the rest of your life and stop giving a fuck about everybody else.
Thanks, Gary.
You got
Mom
it.
sounds awesome.
Thanks, she is. Hey. Hi.
I'm Val.
Hey, Val.
I'm here with Dutch Bros. I didn't sneak in. But my question.
But you're keeping it pretty shady.
What?
Well, I don't know, aren't you supposed to say I'm from Eugene, Oregon or something?
Oh.
Let's go!
I'm actually with.
In corporate?
What? No. I'm here with Dutch Bros Rockland, formerly from DBAZ. So yeah, we're all family here. We're all family.
Respect. Go ahead.
My question is for you. With how busy you are,
yes,
I'm sure you have set some boundaries so that you can spend quality time with your family.
Yes.
How do you disconnect?
Easily. I'm aware that I spend so much time doing me that it's hard. Actually, you know what? I say easily. That first day is defragging, right? You're still on that drug of adrenaline and working, but it's just so important to me to win in extremities that I do my best. I would say 80% of the weekends, or 80% of the vacations, I'm good, right? I'm fucking there, I'm in it. But 20% of the time, something just happened, or I'm hot on this wine club that I'm building for my dad. I'm just into it, I miss wine. And so this August, when I was with my family, I probably did a little too much wine club on the phone when I should have disconnected, but it was similar to what I said. I don't judge myself. I'm not gonna be perfect. I'm trying really hard. Some days are, right, for all of us, some days are better than others. But in reality, I think I owe it to the whole system, not just my kids and my wife, and I owe it to the whole fucking thing to really work hard at checking out and being there, and I enjoy it. I'm always into the jersey I'm wearing. Do I love my work? Does it come more natural? It does. It is more natural for me to work every day for the rest of my life. It's my zone. It just is. It is what it is. It's the truth. But especially my kids are now 8 and 5, so now they're actually real, right? When they're that little, I'm man, fuck that. But when they become real and they can say shit, now my daughter's like me, and I'm fuck, she's like me, a girl version? Fuck, that's gonna be crazy. And so I enjoy it, and it's getting even better, right? For me, and everybody's different, as they're getting older, it's getting even more fun, and then carving out more time with my wife. Back to Jewish holidays, I texted my wife on here, I'm so pumped for Yom Kippur because he can't do shit, and we're just gonna hug and lay together. Just trying the best I can. Too many people are letting other people judge their parenting and relationships. This all comes down to the same shit, right? People are allowing other people to tell them how to parent, which is fucking ludicrous. Because whatever's politically correct now isn't going to be. I promise you, the wave of, oh shit, they did it right in the 60s, divide and conquer, is gonna be super hot in 2020. So I'm not relying on everybody else telling me how to do it. I'm gonna do it the way that feels right for me, my spouse, and my kids. And every day. If I walk in the house tomorrow and my little guy goes, you travel too much, I hate it, I will adjust if I feel like I have to, right? If it hurts, then I'll adjust. Actions. Back to that dude about the weaknesses story. Words are bullshit. Actions. Like, I took most of August off. That's an action. I just did. Took fucking 28 days in a row. It's more days than I took in my entire 20s combined off. Not natural for me, but it's actions. And so, just hacking every day.
Awesome, thank you.
Welcome. D-Rock, I'm missing some shit? He's adjusting? I saw you on the phone. But Tyler, is he freaking? Good. All right. Hey. Who's up? Oh, sorry, bro.
What's up, Gary? I'm Matt.
Matt.
I'm over here with the DB2C, Nampa, Caldwell, Idaho. So I'm first off, your energy, incredible.
Thanks, bro.
Dude, we do this every day. We get to vibe with you. Thank you for coming out here.
Thanks, man.
Also, going
Thanks,
back to Logan III.
Yeah.
His marketing and social media.
Yeah.
And you mentioned investing into that.
Mm-hmm.
What are some specifics that we could do? Money?
Mm-hmm.
Do we need like a specific person for it? Like, what are just some big?
I think you can hire some. Where are you guys again? Colorado, you said?
Caldwell, Idaho. Caldwell, Nampa, Idaho.
I think for $27,000 a year, you can get a full-time person that fucking dominates. Now, here's the vulnerability. Who's the judge of the person if they're good or not? So if you run your shit, the key is that you know so that you can judge. Too many people outsource their social or anything, their finances. They outsource to other people because they don't want to do it or they don't know how, and that's what gets them in trouble. So I think at that price point, I think there's plenty of 22-year-olds that know what to do. I was one. But I also think there's far more that don't, but look the part because they're young. And there may be a 47-year-old that knows exactly what to do. So I think whoever the judge and jury of the person who's managing, has to be capable in understanding what the result is. And the result is not likes. And the result is not followers. I don't think you're paying your dues with likes. You don't take likes, right? Yeah. So this has to be business mind. A lot of people in social media in the beginning, they play on vanity metrics. People have their self-esteem wrapped up in how many followers or likes they get. I'd rather have 4 people follow me and 3 of them buying than 2.3 million and none of them buying. From a business standpoint. From an ego standpoint, the second one's rad. But from a business standpoint, so those are specifics.
One more.
Yeah.
Time frame of it. Is it an everyday, all day, 24-hour thing?
Yep. Now, that person's not gonna work 24 hours, but sure. Cool. The answer is always more. But then you go backwards. So the answer is yes. Now what's practical and what can you afford, right? And wherever it stops, that's where you want. Shoot for the moon, end up for the clouds. Don't shoot for the mountaintop and end up somewhere in the fucking river. Where the fuck does this shit come from? Thanks, bro. River. You got that one, D-Rock? Thanks.
What up, Gary V?
Hey, man.
I'm Wyland, and I'm from the Corvallis DB. So I'm going through a big point of growth in my life. I'm 20 years old, and I know the next 10 years are going to be like a lot of progression for me.
Respect.
If you could give yourself one tip when you were my age, what would it be?
Don't count anything.
I feel that.
Do you?
I think I do.
Let me tell you what I mean. Literally, don't judge where you're at for the next 10 years. Literally close your eyes until you're 30. Same advice I gave earlier. The biggest problem for people is they're keeping score along the way, which means they're looking back, which is allowing people to pass them. I went into a coma in my 20s. Just checked out. I don't think what I did was right. I checked out so extreme that I stopped talking to anybody. I just went there, right? I think in hindsight there was a healthier balance. but I think everybody else is too much the other place. Like at 30, I'm gonna be this, and at 22, this, and if I'm not the manager at 21, then this, and if I'm not making 63,000 at 20, like people are just counting against themselves because they're so used to the game of school and rankings and scoring, and then you get into the real world where it's detrimental, not a positive. Do you understand?
I do.
And you're gonna wake up at 30. So I woke up on my 30th birthday. This is a real story. Drove to the store, looked myself in the mirror, and I said, the next 10 years are gonna be really important building years. You just did that at 20. I promise you when you're at 30, you're gonna do the same thing. So the answer is it's forever. There's important years in your 20s, there's important years in your 30s, there's important years in your 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s. So don't overjudge yourself. Learn the work ethic and the skills that match your ambition.
Thank you, Gary. Never stop grinding.
Hi.
Hi,
How-
I'm Hannah.
What's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah?
Yeah, I don't want to say where I'm from because I don't want them to scream.
Okay.
But,
Because screaming freaks you the fuck out?
yeah, because I would probably start shaking.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I have kind of a broad question though. I eventually want to get into something creative like marketing or something like that.
Okay.
And I stopped going to college.
Awesome.
Think that that was a bad decision.
No,
Think I can still make that happen.
100,000%.
Okay. All right. That was the question.
Good. Hannah, do you know that if you spent the next 3 months emailing people that had businesses, that have jobs that you're interested in, one of them would say yes?
No.
Good. That would happen.
Great advice.
Free advice.
Thank you so
You got
much.
it.
What's up, Gary?
Life is good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. My
Good.
name is Alex Prater, and I'm here from Roseburg with my crew. Don't even make as much noise as everyone.
No, but the one dude was doing some
It's
freaking
small.
crazy thing.
It'll work.
I love
They do
it. Respect.
First off, thank you for giving us your time, and I'm pretty stoked that I finally was able to get up here.
Thank you, man.
Ask you this question.
Great.
I've been like trying to focus more on stop thinking and doing more, and this is my one starting point.
Okay.
Here off to start doing and stop thinking.
Yep.
So, thank you.
No worries, man. Keep it going.
My question is, so you do what you do every single day. You know, you wake up and you run your business and you do your daily vlogs and you go places and you're a motivational speaker for a lot of people and people look up to you and they need motivation, so they look up your shit. What drives you to do what you do and just keep moving and don't stop what you're doing?
The gratitude for that situation. I'm completely driven by gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how grateful I am? Like, do you know, what did I do? My parents had sex at this one moment and created me. Like, I'm being serious, I'm just grateful. Like, I have such a good thing going. People like it, I like it, it's so good. But like, what did I do? Like, do you know how lucky I was that I was an immigrant? Do you know how much I'm driven by a chip on my shoulder? Do you know how lucky I got that I was 4'11" when I went into freshman year of high school? Like, all these things went in my favor. I don't know, man, I'm driven by gratitude. Every morning I wake up and I'm just grateful. Grateful, grateful, grateful. I'm 42 years old almost, and thank you. And unfortunately, my grandparents, 3 of my 4 grandparents died before I got to know them. So not only was I born in a communist country where capitalism and entrepreneurship is shit on, I went to the place where it's most on a pedestal. I got the greatest mom in the world. My dad taught me work ethic and my word, which made me not a bullshit artist, saved my ass, right? But then on top of everything else, I've had very little death or pain around me, and I'm 42 years old. It's unfortunate why that's the case, given the circumstances before, but it's still my reality, right? And then I have a communication style that for some reason, who knew? Don't forget I was 33 years old before I even made a video. Like I never thought this could be real. Like it didn't even fucking cross my mind. I was a businessman. Like watching 20-year-olds that are hungry and thinking about their lives, right? I'm excited because I'm like, bro, you don't have any clue where this might fucking go because at 31 years old, I'm like, maybe I'll make a video on this YouTube thing. Like, you have no idea where it's going. So I'm completely driven by gratitude. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. And it drives the shit out of me.
And that helps you like to not procrastinate and just like be in a slump, if you ever are like in a slump. I'm sure we all are.
Everybody's in a slump, but here's my thing, man. Nobody gives a shit.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the thing that people don't realize about slumps and depression, things that you got to break them down. It's for some people it's a real disease and it's real stuff, but that's on a different plane. But like being in a slump, like everybody's in a slump. Like everybody's got adversity. There's always something. To me, somebody's always got it worse. There's 7.7 billion people. And unless I'm in some weird little cage in some fourth world country, that means I'm not in last place, which means I have nothing to complain about.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you live in America.
Fuck yeah.
The fuck are you complaining about?